on our initial trip to Zimbabwe in 2001, and we had the privilege, our team had the privilege of leading Quina to the Lord. Several years later, when we returned, Kevin and Jamie Wallace and myself were asked to speak at one of the local churches, and Quina was a member of that church. And at the end of the service, the pastor, speaking in Tonga, the Tonga language for the Tonga people, spoke to the congregation concerning the time to bring offerings forward, tithes and offerings. And I was aware that Quina was there. I also was aware that Quina was one of the poorest of the poor in Siabua, Zimbabwe. And that day I heard the pastor speak in Tonga. Of course, I didn't understand, but I watched everyone come forward with the money they had and put it in a bowl. And part of that group was Quina. She came forward, and she also went to her granddaughter and gave her granddaughter a coin. And they both went forward, and they put those 2 coins in that bowl that day. The pastor then asked me to say a prayer over that offering. And I remember saying, Lord, use this money to change a people. When that was over, the pastor then picked up the bowl with all the money from these people who had literally given sacrificial that day, because knowing the poverty that exists there. But I watched as the pastor brought the bowl to me, and he said, this is for New Hope, this is for you, this is for your church. I was constantly aware at that point of what Quina had given that day. I asked the missionary, Vicki Graham, when I got back to where we were staying, how much did she think that coin would have been worth? And she said probably in American money it would be worth 1/500th of a penny. And that's about as close to the widow's mite that I think I will ever see. What I believe happened that day, though, that I think Quina did not give to New Hope. I think Quina gave to the Lord. And in that place, she could give sacrificially and give praise and honor to the Lord. And it reminds me every day and every week, who am I giving to? Am I giving out of sacrifice, or am I giving out of convenience?